Hello students, I am Dr. Shrikant Bause, Assistant Professor at Department of Advanced Management Studies, GS College of Commerce, Wardha. Today we are going to study one of the most important key terminology in the valuation of bond, that is yield spread. Now, as the name indicates, there is a spread, means there is a difference between the yields of different debt instruments. For example, every debt instrument will be having the different maturities, different credit ratings, different issuer, different risk level. So, if we are talking about the different maturities, the bonds will be, we can say there will be 5-year bond, 10-year bond, 15-year bond, 20-year bonds and 30-year bonds. So all these bonds will be having different maturities. In the same way, they will also be having the different yields. The next thing, that is credit ratings. Now, if the issuer of a bond is having the AAA credit rating from the S&P or from the CRISIL, from the Fitch, these are the credit rating agencies, and if another issuer is having credit rating of BBB, at that time the credit rating company giving AAA rating, that bond will be having a low yield spread because it is a reputed company, it is a reputed bond. Whereas the company having BBB rating will have to give high interest rates to the bond buyers. At that time, the yield spread will be high. In the same way, it also depends on the issuer that how is the yield on that particular bond. If the issuer is government, then no doubt that government will give you a very less return on the bond investment, because government bonds will always be having highest, we can say, safety, low risk of default and highest safety. So RBI or US Federal Reserve will give you less yield on their bonds, whereas a small company, a new company, the company which is not much reputed will be giving you high yield on their bond, because that company is unknown to the market and the risk associated with that company, that is risk of default, will be high as compared to the government bonds. So it also depends on the issuer that whether the yield is high or low. The next is the risk level. As we all know, high risk, high return, low risk, low return. If the risk is high in any bond investment, that bond will be termed as junk bond and will be yielding you high return. Whereas if the bond is giving you low risk, at that time there will be low return because the risk of default will be very less. Now, how to calculate this yield spread? Now imagine, we can explain this with a simple example. A 5-year treasury bond is yielding you 5%, whereas the 30-year, 5-year, this is one bond, and 30-year, this is another bond. 5-year is giving you 5% and 30-year is giving you 6%. So in 6% and 5% there is a difference of 1%. If we deduct 5% from the 6%, the answer is 1%. So yield spread is of 1%. Now this yield spread is calculated by the basis points in terms of percentage and in terms of basis points. So 1% means 100 basis points. So whenever there will be a terminology of yield spread, we will associate it with the basis points. The next important thing is that how this yield spread is calculated and by which mean it is calculated. So it is always compared with the benchmark. Benchmark means the standard, and that benchmark, that standard is the treasury bond. For example, in India, the central bank, the treasury bank is Reserve Bank of India. So whatever bonds will be issued by the Reserve Bank of India will be compared with all other bonds of same maturity. Now in US Federal Reserve is the central bank, so US bonds will be compared with the US Treasury bonds. In the England, Bank of England is a central bank, so England's various bonds will be compared with the Bank of England's Treasury bond. So these treasury bonds are having highest safety, extremely low risk of default, so that is why they are taken as the benchmark. Now here also we can say that high yield spread is equal to high risk and low yield spread is equal to low risk. For simplifying it, just take an example that the government is issuing bond and giving only 5%, and any XYZ company which is new in the market, which is not much reputed, will have to give 7 or 8% return. Now, why? Because people are willing to take risk, so we have to pay them high rate of interest. But if the new company is paying 7% rate of return interest and the treasury bond is paying 5%, the maturity will be same of say 10 years. So 5% by treasury and 7% by the new issuer. So there is a difference of 2% between 5% and the 7%, and that will be termed as yield spread. This yield spread is high in case of a non-reputed company in a new company, because the risk associated is also high. So if there is a high yield spread, there will be high risk. In the same way, if government company is issuing bond, at that time, if government company is issuing bond at 5.5% and treasury bond is yielding you 5%, so there will be difference of only 50 basis points. So low yield spread is equal to low risk, because we are comparing a government company's yield with the government bond, that is treasury bond. So for simplifying it more, junk bonds will be having a high yield spread because the risk associated will be extremely high, whereas the investment grade bonds which are having AAA rating will be having a very low yield spread. So in this way we have studied that it is the difference between the yield spreads of different maturities, different credit ratings, different issuers, different risk level, and it is calculated by deducting the yield of one instrument from the other, from 5-year maturity of 5% and from 30-year maturity of 6%. If we will deduct this 5% from the 6%, there will be a yield spread of 1%, and that 1% is always expressed in the basis points. 1% is equal to 100 basis points. It is compared with respect to the benchmark, that is benchmark we are taking it as a treasury bond because it is having highest safety, low risk of default, and as we all know, high yield spread is equal to high risk, low yield spread is equal to low risk. Junk bonds will be having high yield spread, whereas the investment grade bonds will be having a low risk. Thank you.